Coming at you full-fledged, it's your boy Regg with another video for y'all. And welcome, YouTube. Coming straight in at the beginning, middle, and end of the video. Hit that like button, man. If you're new, hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so you can be notified every time I drop. Comment throughout the video. Share for others to see. If there's a particular topic you want me to speak on, hit the pin linked in the comment section below and donate to the Regg, man. And let's get straight into it. So you all see the title of this video. First, let's give a hand to the Phoenix Suns for setting their all-time team record in wins, man. 79 games in, they now are 63 and 16. You know what I'm saying? Surpassing the 2005 Phoenix Suns and the 1993 Phoenix Suns. The former led by Hall of Famer. Well, is he a Hall of Famer? I don't know if he's officially a Hall of Famer, but Hall of Fame point guard Steve Nash, top 75 player Steve Nash, top 15 point guard Steve Nash, and the 1993 Phoenix Suns team led by top 3 power forward ever, top 75 player, top 30 player ever, Charles Barkley, MVP of the league that year. You know what I'm saying? Went to the NBA Finals, lost against the Michael Jordan Chicago Bulls to cap off their first three-peat. You know what I'm saying? That 2005 Phoenix Suns team losing to the eventual champion San Antonio Spurs in 6 games. You know, they had Bruce Bowen at the time. They had Robert Horry, Ginobili, Parker, Duncan still in his prime. That was a hard team to overcome, and that team ended up going against the defending champion Detroit Pistons in a 7-game series to win their fourth championship in 6 years or so. Yeah, their 4th championship in 6 years. So, yeah, we lost to some historically great teams, but this Phoenix Suns team that you're seeing now, this is an historically great regular season team, man. And how did they do it? You asked. How did they do it? You asked. They knocked off the last resort Lakers, man. What a season, bro. This has been one of my favorite seasons watching so far, man. The Lakers are plummeting. My Clippers still doing good, even if they don't have the 2 stars. And back-to-back seasons, the Phoenix Suns are straight cooking them Lakers, man. Cooking them fakers, cooking them stinkers, whatever you want to call them. Cooking them flamers. That's another one of my nicknames for them, the Los Angeles Flamers. Just ask me in the comments what I'll call them, the Los Angeles Flamers, and I'll answer it. You know what I'm saying? But, like I said, they achieved this milestone by defeating the Los Angeles Lakers last night in a 110-121 victory. Throughout this game, you know, I think everyone coming into the game knew that the Phoenix Suns were going to win prior to the game starting. I think the Lakers were on a 6-game winning streak. I think it's 7 now. So, yeah, I really don't think they had a chance to win coming into it, but it was kind of neck and neck for the first half. Then the third quarter came in, man, and Monty Williams told him to put the garbage on the game, man. Put the put the nail in the coffin, man. He told him to go ahead and end him off, and that's what happened. And by the mid third quarter, we were up by like 14. Yeah, we were up by 14 by like 5 minutes into the third quarter, and yeah. And when I say we, for the people who don't know, I am a quote unquote fan. When I say, I think we by this time, I'm pretty sure y'all know what I mean when I say fan. So when I say fan, I'm talking about consistent viewer, objective viewer, consistent viewer, loyal viewer. That's what I mean when I say fan. I'm a fan of teams. You don't see a lot of, especially in sports now, period. You don't see a lot of fans of teams. You see fans of individuals, and that goes into fanboyism, and I don't do that. But the point of me saying that was, the reason I say we is because I have two favorite teams in the NBA, that being the Phoenix Suns and the Los Angeles Clippers. And for the people who know me, they know this is no bandwagon. Again, I'm pretty sure I said this on my on one of my videos before. Like, everything I do is consistent. You know what I'm saying? I've been fans of both of these teams for like at least 5 years each. I've been a fan for the Clippers longer than I've been the Suns. I've been a fan of the Clippers since their Lob City days. And I've been a fan of the Phoenix Suns since Devin Booker got drafted. And it's crazy that now one of my favorite players in the league, Kawhi Leonard, on the Clippers, and one of my favorite point guards ever, personally, is on the Suns now. So that's just a win-win. Like, who says you can't be a fan of multiple teams? And at least they're not in the same division. They're in the same conference. You got one in the Pacific and one in the Southwest. So, wait, are they in the same conference? No, the Phoenix Suns and the Clippers are in the same division, actually. I'm going to take that back. They're not in the Southwest. I think the Phoenix Suns are in the Pacific Division. But anyway, it doesn't matter, you know. I'm not going to say I'm a fan of them, but who I have going, you know, I have my favorite to go to the finals in the East also, and we're going to get into that a little bit later. But yeah, like I said, this is no bandwagon, man. Suns Mob, Suns Nation. You know, shout out to all the Suns content creators out there on YouTube. Suns Geek. Shout out to the content creators, the Suns content creators on Instagram. Suns Mob, Suns Nation, Suns Memes, Suns Memes Burner, all those guys, man. We be flaming, they be flaming teams when we beat them, man. This has been a great season, and let's just get into some more details of this game. Devin Booker had 32 points, 12 of 22. I think he was like 6 of 10, 6 of 9, 6 of 10, 6 of 9, one of them for the three. So I think four players had double digits. It was Devin Booker. I know Cameron Johnson was like 3 of 7 from the three. I think he had 12 points. Mikal Bridges had 10 points. And someone else had another double-digit performance. Chris Paul had 6 points, 12 assists. Speaking of Chris Paul, man, Chris Paul, top 10 point guard of all time, man. I don't know if I said this before on my channel. I know I've said this on my other social media platforms, but last postseason, Chris Paul, in my opinion, finally cracked the top 10 of point guards ever with that postseason run, showing that he could finally take over in games. That was probably one of his, still kind of, sort of, one of his cons as a player. But those closing games against the Clippers and the Nuggets last season, he snapped. I watched those closely, and he took over those games, and he got to the finals. Something that my former top 10 point guard ever, Steve Nash, didn't do. And between the two, you can say the two scoring is somewhat even. Their passing, I don't know the number on a per game basis, but I do know Chris Paul cumulatively, if not already, passed him, is going to pass Steve Nash very soon in assists. So I'll give Chris Paul the nod in passing. Rebounding, Chris Paul. Defending is not even close. I think Chris Paul is like a 6-time steals champion, something like that, like multiple time all-team defensive player. And he just led to whom some may believe the greatest point guard ever in the franchise history's team to the finals. I don't think that's the case no more. I mean, no, I'm gonna take that back. It's kind of close, but I'm gonna still say Steve Nash is the greatest Phoenix Sun, and not the greatest Phoenix Sun, but the greatest point guard in Phoenix Suns history, simply because he has back-to-back league MVPs and the historical significance behind those. That Mike D'Antoni 7 seconds or less team, kind of bringing the league out of the dark days, which were the early to mid 2000s defensive years, which were some of the lowest scoring years in the NBA since like the 1950s, and the most defensive era in league history. So I would have to give Steve Nash the nod on that, on being the Suns' greatest point guard. But it's close because Chris Paul, he makes every team he plays on, he makes them better. I just saw a stat earlier today saying that he set the record for 3 or 4 different franchises all-time wins for a season. The New Orleans Hornets, I think they won 58 games. The Houston Rockets back in 2018 or I think it was 2018. It might have been 2018, 2017, one of those years. They won 67 games. This Phoenix Suns team currently with 63 games. And the Clippers, the Los Angeles Clippers, I believe, they won. I think it was the Los Angeles Clippers or Oklahoma City Thunder, one of those. But 4 different franchises Chris Paul has led. He has led them to their all-time franchise record in wins. Like, he makes every team he plays for and the players, specifically the bigs, better. Look at David West. I think David West was an all-star under Chris Paul. Look at DeAndre Jordan. He got his first and only all-star appearance playing under Chris Paul. DeAndre Ayton is an all-star caliber center right now. He's a top 10 center in the league right now. Top 5 to 7 in my opinion. What else? Just made the finals. Something, again, Steve Nash has never done. And we can say this. Chris Paul has had multiple MVP caliber seasons that have gone unofficial. We can say that 2008 season where Kobe won, last season, and this season. Including this season. Chris Paul, his recent injury, he was out, I would say, probably nearly 2 months. Out of that 2 months of him being out, he was still comfortably, before he came back, he was still comfortably the league leader in assists. And he still is right now with 10.7 assists per game. Like, that is insane. Like, look, to give credit to his team, we're going to do that. We got to give credit to his team also. He has another MVP candidate on this team. Shooting guard, Devin Booker. You know what I'm saying? Devin Booker. This year and last year, again, both of these two, the best, without a doubt, the best backcourt in the league. These two are having MVP caliber seasons this year more so than last year. A lot of people, me myself, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna cap and say I was. A lot of people said Devin Booker was putting up empty stats when he first early in his career on the Suns, and that at the time that could have been true, you know. His teams were not that good. Well, the teams weren't that good, so at the time his points weren't really contributed to win. So we can say that they were empty stats. But now he got a little bit of help around him, you know. Again, I've been a Phoenix Suns fan since Devin Booker got drafted. I've been a fan of the Clippers since like 2012. But my point was, I play 2K a lot, and my career, several of my careers on several 2Ks, I have played on the Phoenix Suns with Devin Booker, and you know, 2K while it is a simulation, it gives you a good idea of what certain teams may need to succeed. And I always told myself playing on 2K with Devin Booker, I was like, imagine if they had a dominant big like me, because I always played with power forwards, because when I was growing up, Tim Duncan was my favorite player. You see the connection between all this is crazy, right? But again, I was saying, like, what if Devin Booker had a dominant big like me and like an elite point guard? Like, we would be hard. That's what I was always tell myself. Then we got DeAndre Ayton in 2018, man, and that he's no bust, not at all. And I would not repeat this draft again without doing the same thing, drafting DeAndre Ayton number 1. No, we don't want Luka. Mavericks, you can keep Luka. We will take DeAndre Ayton because Chris Paul has made him into an all-star caliber player again. We got Cameron Johnson, premier 3-and-D player in the league this year, consistently one of the best three-point shooters percentage-wise this season. I think he's in the top 5. I think he's shooting probably 33 to 36% from the arc. Give him credit, man. Cam Johnson, another 3-and-D wing, bucket getter and lockdown defender, Mikal Bridges, man. Shouts out to the Philadelphia 76ers for giving us Mikal Bridges in the 2017 draft, I believe. The hometown hero from Philly, Mikal Bridges, traded in the draft. You know what I'm saying? They could have had him for the process. If Mikal Bridges was on, imagine if Mikal Bridges was on the Philadelphia 76ers right now with James Harden, Tobias Harris, Tyrese Maxey, Joel Embiid right now. Thank you, Philly. We don't. I'm pretty sure he didn't want to be on a franchise with 2 chokers anyway. So again, thank you, Philly, for that pick, man. We got Mikal Bridges again. These are 2 of the most primary 3-and-D wings in the league now. DeAndre Ayton, double machine, over a career 100 double doubles already in his short career. Man, we can really go all the way. I really think this team can go all the way. We got 3 games left against the Clippers tonight, the Jazz Thursday, and the Kings Friday. Those are our last 3 games. And if we just win, we don't even have to win all 3. But if we win 2 out of the 3 and get 65 wins, shout out to Suns Geek for this stat, we will be one of only 22 teams in the 75-year history of the NBA to win at least 65 games. We talking about the 72 Lakers with 69 wins. We talking about the 96 Bulls with 72 wins. We talking about the 2016 Warriors with 73 wins. We talking about I think one of those Laker teams, I think it was the 2010 Laker team. I definitely think they won like 67 games. Am I wrong on that? One of those back-to-back Kobe team won over 65 games. I'm sure of it. I'm sure one of them won. But yeah, I'm gonna put the link to that too, so we can in the description below, so we can see all 22 teams who have won at least 65 games. But again, this franchise, this team, this year is a historically great team. This is a very positional team. It's a throwback team. This is a team that could have legitimately, a lot of people exaggerate, use hyperbole, and say what teams could play back then. This is a positional team. Everybody has a role on this team. This is a 90s-esque team. So this team could play back then. Look, they win 63 games. They're dominating the regular season. So, again, congrats, Phoenix Suns. You got 2 MVP caliber players right now in CP3 and Devin Booker, the best backcourt in the league. You got the best coach in the league right now, Monty Williams. Shouts out to runner-up, I'm going to say, for one of the best coaches in the league, Tyronn Lue, for his efforts this season. The comeback Clippers, man. Shouts out to the comeback Clippers. Last year in the playoffs was crazy. We beat the Lakers, the defending champions, in 6 games. Really would have been a sweep if Chris Paul asked didn't throw 2 damn games when AD was in. We swept the MVP, Jokic, and we beat the comeback Clippers in 7 games, 6, 7 games, one of them. But yeah, and if they had Kawhi, I would have went for the Clippers. Well, I was going for the Clippers anyway, because it's just a seniority thing. You know what I'm saying? I was a fan of them longer, so I was going for the Clippers to beat the Suns. But I was conflicted, man, because they was going at it. That was a good series, and if Kawhi was playing, they would have won, and they would have won a championship, and the Clippers would have won the championship. But hopefully, probably not. Most likely not. Kawhi comes back, and we get to see that fully healthy Clippers versus Suns series. That would be nice. But like I said, I was going to address this later in the video. This is going to be my last thing I address. I definitely believe that we're going to have a rematch in the NBA Finals this year. It's going to be the Phoenix Suns against the Milwaukee Bucks again. But this year, unlike last year, the Phoenix Suns will win. We have cranked up our defense a bit. We picked up JaVale McGee. We got Bismack Biyombo down there for Robin Lopez. No, not for Robin Lopez. For Brook Lopez. For Giannis and for Bobby Portis. For Serge Ibaka. We still got our wing defenders. Cam Johnson, Mikal Bridges, Jay Crowder, Devin Booker, CP3. Hopefully CP3 don't get injured anymore this season, and we can make this run, man. Because if we make this run, dude, that'll be hella satisfying for me as a Suns fan, bro. Like, to say I'm a fan of this team, and I seen them in their bad days when they was trash, and I saw the progression. I saw the progression from the bubble when they went undefeated and missed the playoffs. Then they came back. Everybody sleeping on them. They beat the defending champions and so on and so forth. But you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't wait, man. But again, congratulations to the Phoenix Suns for making history, for getting the Lakers up out of here. We can get done talking about them when these playoffs end. When these playoffs start, we don't gotta mention these dudes no more. We got the fakers up out of here. Hopefully, I know someone else is probably gonna get it, which is understandable, but hopefully Devin Booker get the MVP. But if not, we looking to get that chip in the finals MVP, man. Again, like this video, comment what you think about it. What do you think about this Phoenix Suns team? What do you think about the players? Do you think Devin Booker is the best shooting guard in the league right now? Do you think Chris Paul is the best point guard in the league right now? What do you think about the historical significance of this team? Because this team going in the history books, this is one of the best, especially if they win 65 games. They going in the history books. What do you think about the positional-oriented team that is this Phoenix Suns team? What do you think about their postseason chances? Who you think gonna be in the finals? Drop all that in the comments below, man. Share this video for other people to see. Hit that notification bell if you haven't already. Subscribe. You can be notified every time I drop. And if there's a particular topic you want me to speak on, hit that pinned comment in the comment section below. I am Regg, and I'm out.